Behind me you can hear and see delegates streaming out of our room where a stock taking took place to look at the 6 or 7 working groups that have been formed to try to make progress on the agreement that should be agreed by tomorrow. At the stock taking emerged that although some progress had been made, there are still many areas where there is no agreement. States, however, expressed quite a satisfaction with the fact that most states, not civil society, but states have been included in the process and were able to provide their views. Each one of the facilitators reported on their areas, ranging from adaptation to ambition and review procedures. And then the President listened to a few statements from individual delegations and groups which said that they were happy with the process to date and hoped that tomorrow some sort of a text would be provided. The President also said that tomorrow at 1 o'clock, although the translator said 12 o'clock at first instance, but at 1 o'clock a text would be made available to all delegations and assumedly to the public to review. Several states mentioned that it was necessary, particularly the G77, 135 states with China, said that it was necessary that that text be provided to them in time and that they be given time to review it so that they can ensure that the views that they thought should be reflected are reflected in it. It seems like tonight there'll also be some continued discussions taking place, particularly on the preamble led by the Venezuelan delegate. But the President said that he will take the text that he has at midnight tonight from the facilitators, and on the basis of that text, he will provide a text by 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, which will be not the final text, but the working text that will apparently be finalized by the end of the day or the next day, and that will be the agreement that is supposed to be achieved here in Paris. It's hard to see that the ambition, that a compliance mechanism strong enough to ensure that ambition, or even that the support needed for adaptation and for lost damage can be included in that text. But let us see. Today I also spoke to the Prime Minister of Tuvalu, one of the island states in the South Pacific most affected by climate change. He was congratulatory of the French presidency for their inclusiveness, their openness and transparency in relation to state participation. And he also congratulated some of the negotiators. This is what he had to say.
Our ambassadors are negotiators in small delegations, those from the Pacific and other regions, but also LDCs. I think what they have put on the table so far is constructive and is being done, of course, with great pain, because, of course, considering the suffering their country is already feeling because of the impacts of climate change. For Tuvalu, yes, we are already putting, I think, very ambitious compromises, all in the spirit of finding consensus, convergence, and working together with the world community. I think our target remains to be a successful, legally binding agreement out of Paris. But we must do this in order to, for the planet, for the world, for humankind, to save countries like Tuvalu, because we believe if we save Tuvalu, we save the world, and that is our strong take here in Paris.